Okay, so let's get to our laptop one terminal. You have the interface that look like same as PuTTY. Okay, so you can see we have what would you like to enter initial configuration. So let me minimize that and I get to laptop 2. Same as what terminal, then you can see the same interface. Okay, so I have the same question. Would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? So for this, let me just go for yes, so that we'll look at the initial configuration. Now would you like to enter basic management setup? So I'll go for yes as well. So enter host name, that's the name I want to give to the switch. So SW1. So enable secret, that's a password for privilege mode or executive mode. So we'll be looking at that step by step. So for now, let me just provide that Cisco one. So enable password is another is the same as the enable mode, but we have password and enable secret. So let me just provide that Cisco 2. Now virtual terminal password, that's virtual terminal password to use to protect access to the router over the network interface. Now we have a way of configuring an interface for remote connection so that I can be on a PC and then remotely connect to the devices, that's the router or the switch, so that I can do my configurations from that end. So I have to provide a password because this I'm doing the initial configuration. I'm letting the system do that because it's asking me the questions and I have to answer them. Okay, I can cancel this by using Control C to cancel all this, and that will just send me to the prompt direct. Then I know I'm in the user mode. Okay, so let me just do it to the end. Then, or if possible, I can even save it, or I'll go to the next device and then do that on that device. Then we'll see the difference. Okay, so let me just put in the password for this line VTY1. So configure SNMP network management. For that, I don't have in place, so I'll go for no. So this, you have to set an interface that you have to connect. Is mostly it's going to be VLAN 1. So I'm going to set VLAN 1. Oh, sorry, VLAN 1. So I have to go for yes first before I set my IP. So 192.168.0.100. How to provide my subname now, that's 255.255.255.0. So this is it. Now go to the iOS prompts without saving this. So I can go there without saving this. Now return back to setup without saving this. So I have to return back to the initial set. Now we have to save this configuration to VLAN. Cisco devices, you store your configurations in the NVRAM, because what I'm doing right now is in the RAM. So if power should go off, whatever I've done, if I've not saved it, everything will get lost if the moment system come back again with power. So I'll go for 2 to save. Okay, so since I've saved this, so you can see my switch prompt now has the new name as what, SW1, with the mode blinking. Now, if I should type enable, don't worry, I'll be coming to that. Now, this is where I have to provide what the password. If you remember the stages it was taking me through, if you quite remember, I was going through that stages of what privilege mode or enable mode. So I have to bring my Cisco one. So then I can do my configurations. If now I can do configurations. So I'll be walking you through this on another device. Okay. So let me close this. On the switch, I did answer this question and you did see the stages, the initial stages and the configuration I did. So, but this time around, you go for it. No. So it's asking me to press return to start. That's enter. So now you can see I have router as the name. And then you can see this mode is called the user mode. Now, the user mode, you can do a lot there. You can't do much there. You are less privileged. So when you press question mark, okay, so it shows you all the command that you can run at this particular mode. So you can ping, you can telnet, you can go to terminal, exit, you can disconnect, disable, and all that. So session number and all that. This is all that you can do. So we have another mode called the privilege mode or privilege executive mode, which is called the enable mode. So as you can see, we have what enable here. So I can press enter. Now you can see my indicator changes to come in the what enable mode or the privilege mode. Then we have another mode called the global configuration mode, configure terminal. So that's the full for the command. Okay, but there are shortcuts. I'll be doing the shortcut very soon. So you can see my initials what changes again. Where I am changes again, shows that what I'm in the configuration mode, so I can do my configurations. Now let me exit from here and then go back. When I exit, I go step back, right? One step back. When I exit, I go one step back. So when I press the question mark, now you can see from the user mode, it's just few commands I can run. But when I get to the enable mode or the privilege mode, you can see I can do a lot. Cloud configuration, you see the configuration, copy, debug, delete, list file on the system and all that. Now mind you, the Cisco iOS is Linux based, so the source code is Linux based, so I can turn it as well from here. I can ping as well from here. I can reload. Okay, you can see basically everything that I can do here. I can do everything here. So I don't need to get into the user mode to run all that. So I can do things here and even more. Show, setup, send, and all that. I can remove directory as well. Okay, I can make directory and more and all that. So this is typically what I can do here. So let me go back to the config, create terminal. Okay, configure terminal. Okay, let me bring question mark here too. Here, this is where I do what my configurations. So everything I do here affects the entire device, whether being a router or switch. Everything I do here affect the entire device. So you can see host name. I can create my host name here. So you can see I have what enable. That's what modifying enable password parameter. So I can do that here. So you can see can do a whole lot in here. Line, that's configuring what? Terminal line. So we'll be coming to that. So this is basically what the three levels. We have the what? Configuration mode. We have the privilege mode. So let me just exit. Now exit, I get into the what? Privilege mode or enable mode. Or when I exit again, I get into what? The user mode, right? So to enter into the enable mode, we have the shortcut called N, right? Because when you press question mark, there's no command here starting with what? En. That is why I'm able to type what? En to enter what? The enable mode. So you can see. Then from here, if I want to go into the configuration mode, I can type what you call conf t. So I can be there. These are what? The few shortcuts. Okay. And some other thing that you can do is if you can't remember the full command, but you can remember the first 2 or 3 letter words, if you press the tab key, it's going to help you. So let me see this. So you can see, so I can have this. Now I'm only pressing the tab key so that it completes the command for me. So I can do that to other command as well. Let me just exit. So you can see tab key. You can see the moment I type this, I press tab key, complete it for me. So let me do the conf. You see configure. When I press question mark, it even tells me what the next command I have to type if I don't remember the next command. So I can put here terminal, yes, to show. Then I can do all this by using the tab to complete the command I don't remember in full. I can use the question mark to see the command I'll have to type if I don't remember even the beginning of the command. So this is the few settings we will do when you get a new device and you connect using what? The console. These are the few steps you have to know.